What's up, Gaston? Let's do this.
Shadows fall over my heart. I black out the moon. I wait for you to come around. You got me dancing in the dark. I've closed my eyes, but I won't sleep tonight. Baby, you should come with me. I'll take you to the dark side. Me and you and me, do bad things in the nighttime. Baby, you should come with me, and we can kill the lights, hit the lights, let it black out, hit the lights, let it black out, oh. Blackbird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, black out, black everything, black everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, all black.
What's up, Renee? Yeah, Jackson Hole should make us pretty red Monday or Wednesday, Thursday.
In a nocturnal state of mind, children of the night, but it's the only way of life. It's black holes pulling me inside of this black heart, the black soul underneath this black sky. Baby, you should come with me. I'll take you to the dark side. Me and you and me, do bad things in the night.
Alright, let's get this thing started. I know everyone wants to know about the weekend. I promise we came up with some really fucking cool shit. I'm really excited to make it and reveal some of the stuff we have. I mean, Jackson Hole is more Thomas's thing, but you know, it's the Fed's policy it's one of the most important things the Fed talks about, so I'm sure they'll reveal more about tapering and interest rates and things like that, and my sources say it'll be probably bearish, so alright, let's get into it. So, there's really only one thing I care about. Like, Roku broke the downtrend, retested, and bounced. So, once Roku gets above 361, this thing's going to go ham. I mean, you could even have an early entry, in my opinion, over 353. So, 353 to 361. So, I mean, the breakout and downtrend retest is all you really need to know. And then beyond that, it's just playing the pivot zones, in my opinion. So, yeah, update some of these zones. No, don't miss this one. This will be a good one. So over 363 and then just play the zones up. The green zone, yellow zone being our top target. Oh, 1 second. So, I mean, this is just my favorite setup from the weekend that I didn't put in the newsletter. Wanted to share it so you could kind of see it up close. I mean, if you zoom out, I'm pretty bullish on it. I mean, it might come and retest here, so you'll be having a big 1, 2, 3. This should be a rising wedge up most likely. So, other than that, I didn't do a whole lot of charting this weekend, to be honest. That's why I was like, you know, beyond the plays that I had, there's a couple I liked, but thank you, Izzy. I'm gonna start. Just throw a request at me. We'll just do some charts from requests, and we'll go there. So I'll just start with the top ones. We'll go Microsoft, and I'll go down. So probably go for about a half hour tonight. Pretty burned out on the weekend, so but I wanted to get at least a short class in tonight. Yeah, I stopped charting this around here because it's just been straight up. So at this point, you know, you're just gonna add the rest of your zones in. Probably want to go because we don't know quite what the zone is down to the 15 minutes up here. It looks like got one here. And then you got one right there as well. And this is your breakout zone right here. Make that green. Probably should turn all these red down here because now they're resistances. So really at this point, since it's at all-time highs, you're looking to see, alright, so this is probably a wave, it's probably wave, wait, 1, 2, 3, probably wave 4 of 5 here, and beyond that, it looks like it's wave 5 of 5 as well. So if that's the case, then you're just looking for one more possible breakout here. And that would be using our fib extension. Gonna go from the bottom of the wick to the top of the wick just to be safe. And then, you know, our ultimate zone that we're looking for is this golden zone up here. Turn that, make that blue for our target zone. And then, you know, if you want to make it pretty, you can redo all these, but you could just leave this up here if you wanted. Typically what you'll see is a 1-for-1 extension on a wave 5, so you'll have a extrinsic zone target and an intrinsic zone target. So intrinsic, you know, you're looking bottom to top here, and then you're just basically just cloning that. So you can do that from the bottom here for the 50%. So, you know, 50% extension from the bottom. It's your low end target. And if you want to do a high end target, so, you know, 311 to 314 will be our price range for our full extension here. And it could be potentially truncated or anything, you know, it's just probabilities at this point. So, you know, this is our most likely extension this week, and I imagine it'll be Monday through Wednesday. I haven't even looked at futures right now, to be honest, so why don't I do that first before I get into anything. I mean, futures look nice. This looks like a expanding triangle wave 4, so this would be a wave 5 potentially. This would be your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, you're going to play this out probably Monday, Tuesday, and then we're going to be bearish into Jackson Hole, would be my guess. So that would potentially put the price target on this one if we're doing extrinsic. I'll just get a cheat sheet up here. Maybe around 449. I also want to have the all-time high as resistance. And then at that point, you just kind of want to have some pivot zones in here as well for resistances. Support and resistances. So these are going to be your SPY levels for the week. So you're going to have, 444.7, 57 as your first support. First target tomorrow is going to be 445.6. We keep going 446.5, and then 447 and 448. Dude, John. All right. So futures there. We can look at NQ1. Very similar. Got your 1, 2. Looks like this is almost at all-time highs. And that looks like that. So it looks like it broke out above our zone. Probably just redo this. Yeah, probably going to be green tomorrow, Paulo. Looks pretty good for green if you swung some calls. It's probably the way to go. So our resistance right now, did it reject off of that? Looks like it wicked it and rejected. So it might retest this again, and then we'll see. Alright. I'm going to start doing some requests. We'll finish up with that in a little bit. Alright, I'm going to do this Zenon. How do we get AMC to 200? Let's go on the daily and see if we can figure that out. I mean, then you're thinking this is a larger wave 1. This is not anything you should take seriously. I'm just doing this to humor Zenon. There you go. There's your scenario to 200. Alright, now for serious stuff. I'll see. So broke the rising wedge. Retested breakaway gap. That's telling me this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. This should. Let's make some levels here. Yeah, it needs to get through this zone really. Ideally. Probably move these for now. So I think LC, they had really good earnings. They squeezed, so you can see this going maybe to 35 in the near future. Lemonade. I mean, Lemonade made it nice. Falling wedge breakdown, retest, and collapse. This thing probably is coming back down to 58. That looks like a nice bear flag on the daily. Probably looks even nicer on the hourly. Yep. So this looks like it wants to retest the bottom here. Potentially maybe 46. Doesn't look good. Shop, everyone knows about the shop diamond. You can see it started to break down on Friday. So this thing should retest the bottom of this diamond here around 1390, and if it really wants to come back down, then you're looking for this potential retest of maybe 1300 down here. So I'll probably do some legs now. It's not gonna go straight down, so might look at something, maybe something like this. Or, I mean, it might even do if it's bullish with the market tomorrow, probably recome and test 1470 tomorrow, and then come back down after that. Let's see. Yeah, I've played futures before. I don't play them very often. I just simply don't have time for them. Man, Root just likes to go down. This thing's gonna be a penny stock soon. Check how bad this is shorted. One second. About 19%. Nothing crazy. So this would have to get back over 6 for me to even look at it. Alright, just going to keep going down the list, so if I can get to yours, I will. Best Bucks, please just one request, there's a lot, so. Starbucks. Ooh, alright. thing, I mean, kind of in a channel down. So if we can get back above, it's got this gap here between 115 and 135. I could see that filling that tomorrow. Maybe even on open and then come back down. If it breaks over that, then this thing can restart. Then you can start playing the pivot zones up. So you can play, basically, just play these zones up. Either it slices through them or it rejects. So TSM. I really like TSM. I was actually in TSM Friday or Thursday, but it looked like the market was going to be red Friday, so I actually sold. But I do want to get back in. I do think TSM is good. I'm not quite sure now's the time on it because I'm concerned that the chip shortage is going to get worse, not better, and supply chains are going to get worse, not better. And so there's no end of customers for them, but it's more of can they get the materials to produce the things for those customers. So, alright. So for me, you know, it's got to hold here though. Like this is, it's going to start coming down if it doesn't hold here. This blue area. So hopefully we see a bounce tomorrow. It's been going down. It's oversold. You do have bullish divergence here. So this should potentially go back up tomorrow. And then you can just play the pivots on the way back up. So we'd be targeting probably this first pivot here around 111, 112 this week. And from there you just play the bottoms on the way up. So alright. AAL. Kind of in a channel down. So until it breaks this channel, it is near, it did bounce off support here. I did see a lot of bearish flow coming in, so that does concern me. So as long as it holds this blue box, we should be good. And you really want it to get back above this pivot here over 19. And over 19 you can kind of confirm reversal. And then you can play this back up to probably 20 bucks from the 19 mark would be safe. 20, you know, 1985 to 2010 in that range would be, you know, if we can get back above here, you can get up there, and then it might retest like 1960 or something like that. Yeah, Durash, let's chart out Facebook. I think that could possibly happen, actually. Microsoft looks great. I got still got a breakout, but I think this, or not Google. Google looks great. I got a 1, 2, 3, 4 here. I think this thing could easily see 3K in the next month or two. Like this is gonna make a massive move once it gets over 27.67. Amazon. Dude, when's Amazon gonna stop going down, right? Like, it's either done right here, or it's gonna go to 3,100. Now, if it is done, you're gonna want to play this back up. And it looks like we might be done. Let's see here. Alright, it's not quite done. But if it's green tomorrow, oh boy. So then you could just play the pivots basically on this thing. Man, this diamond sure did play out, didn't it? This gap's going to be so fun to play once we get back up to it. I mean, that's a $300 gap. Apple, I think I still got Apple going to 160. Yeah, so 168 is my Apple target. The only thing I'm super worried about is yeah, so I thought. So the thing I'm worried about is this is a truncated wave 5, so that would look like this. And I've seen this formation before, where you get this diamond, you get this pop of the wave 5, and what that would mean is the wave 1 and 2 is actually right here. So this is actually wave 1 right here, and this is not wave 1. And that would look, if this is right, like that. And that would mean that Apple is done. So, because then you'd get an ABC down, probably a retest of 140, 141. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying we need to be careful of all scenarios. So you just need to get this back over 149-ish, 150, and over one. If it gets back over 150 again, like we had the fake out, or the second fake out, and then the market just pooped and it went down. And I just don't know if the market's going to give Apple enough strength this week to just start a huge bull run. There's not enough good news out there right now. Like with my spies telling me that ports are getting shut down because of the Delta and Lambda variants, causing supply chain issues in European, Asian, and South American countries. We don't see those reverbs right away, because that's been happening over the last month or two, but it's gonna start affecting things in the upcoming earning reports, because you go to the stores, use your own eyes. Is there products filled on all the shelves? You can use your own judgment on that, and so with that you can really tell for yourself whether we're going to be entering into supply chain issues. And when I go to stores and I can never get the products I want, that's a red flag, so keep that in mind. So Apple, if this is a truncated wave 5, that's what this would look like right here. I am very aware of what Apple is announcing, so like I said, you need to cover all scenarios so that you don't get shocked when something like this happens. So, alright. Alright, so Disney earnings. Wow, like just crushed earnings. Went nuts, like the earnings were right here, and it is, we were at 188 after earnings, and we were at 179 going in earnings, and now it's 175. Sheesh, like it's just, I do like the last hour candle this closed on, so I do like that it's closed above the pivot here. Or did it? It closed at the pivot, so it didn't make a decision Friday. So if Disney can reclaim above 176, it's got a lot of gaps here. It's got a gap here. It's got a gap here. I think 181 could be a nice run for Disney this week if we're bullish tomorrow. I did earn ES, so it's kind of like SPY for those that requested that. We could take a look at that again because ES is basically SPY. It's just futures version. BAC. So BAC, ABC making kind of a cup here. So, yeah, you got your rounding top. This could be your handle, so we might come back down and fill the 39. So this would be my guess. Is I've seen a lot of bearish flow on banks lately. So it might come down, maybe retest this breakout here, potentially as well. So come down and actually fill this gap down here. It'd be pretty crazy, but maybe not. So alt scenario is it gets above 40.48 and we fill the gap up to 40.74. It's also possible we fill that gap and still come down. Alright. Been on since like 9:10, by the way, Paulo. NVDA. So I'm super worried. I've been seeing way too many people bullish on NVIDIA. I am concerned that NVIDIA made 5 waves up already. And so NVIDIA may be bearish tomorrow, but it's simple. Like, it's a double top as it sits right now. It's a double top. What I'd like to see for me to feel comfortable playing this is for NVIDIA to come back and retest around 200. So something like this. This would make me feel better. But it is possible you see something like this actually. So this is, you know, if this flag here turns out, you can go in on the smaller time frames, kind of look at the works. Yeah, because you got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and you're probably going to get a false breakout, and it's come down, and then you're going to get your II, and then it's going to be coming down. So, hold on, Avery wants to see the futures chart I just made. Talking to him about market tops this week. Alright, moving on. Alright. ZOM. Oh man, I haven't charted this since 56 and it has not been going well for ZOM, it looks like. You know, we had a scenario here where under 56 it would come back down to 54, and the red scenario looks like it went out. And so this looks like it could be a larger ABC down. see where the support is on this. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if we had one more leg down to 51 and fill all these gaps down here. Maybe even fill this gap down here to 48.40. I would say at 48.40, I would get pretty bullish down here. MKFG? Actually, what is that? Wow. That is something. That bounce. It's pretty easy. You got a pretty bad resistance zone around 80.30. You also got this downtrend that would coincide with that being broken. So, I mean, you're looking basically for something like that. It says error YouTube. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth. Is stream okay for everyone? Like, this is my stream status is poor for some reason. Got good internet. Alright, what else we got here? You're gonna like Visa. Oops. Start over. So I'm interested because banks don't look great, but Visa looks great. And with Jackson Hole, you know, it's kind of looking great right into Jackson Hole. So I'm wondering, it takes place Thursday to Saturday. So that would be the 26th through the 28th. So you're looking at, you know, 26th to the 28th, right at the tip here. So either it's going to break down, or we're going to see a complete reversal. Probably up to 238. Alright. I just don't have time to trade everything. It's like, you know, my company focuses on stocks, so that's what I focus on. We are discussing getting more heavily into crypto because you can make a lot of money in crypto. And so I might focus on that more in the future. But we'll see. Alright. Workhorse, PayPal, Pfizer. Pfizer looks... Oh man, that played out well. I had that charted to the T all the way up to here. Oh, beautiful. I'm wondering if it's sell the news. Like this does not look good. Like that would mean you get the news Monday. It's priced in. And then we come back down. I don't know if it's going to come back down that far, so maybe we come back down. It comes back down to 47.50, but PayPal. PayPal looks good. I like what I'm seeing. Over 273.60. I think you got a real shot here. And then fill this gap for sure, I think. Alright, workhorse. I think people are super fascinated with this. It's just gonna do nothing forever. Let's set an alert for the server on this one. It's gonna bounce eventually, it just has to, so probably should be soon. We could play this maybe back to 1050. In that range. Alright, melee. Oh, that looks... Ooh. Alright. That don't look great. This thing's got a lot of room to fall. I mean, that's a... Okay. I mean, if it can get back over 1800, I would change my mind, but this looks like it wants to retest 1670. At least 1670. Maybe even 1650. Boeing, Yopan's favorite stock that, I mean, the chart doesn't look amazing, but the news came out Friday, so I'll give it a shot. What am I typing? The same thing. So, I mean, if it can break this pennant up, so if it can get back over 215, Boeing's got a shot to run all week. Like, this thing is extremely oversold. Look at this bullish divergence, though. Like, this thing was going down here. Look at this. It's going down. And RSI was going up. So the strength was going up as it was going down. Like, that's huge bullish divergence. Maybe that's what he was seeing, because, I mean, the RSI divergence is huge there. That's pretty solid. Alright, let's talk about Facebook. See if we can get to 500 on this. So, my concern on Facebook is, like, by Elliott wave theory, like, I think it might be done. So, I think it's going to go through a corrective stage, maybe back down to 305. But from there it can really go. So then that would make a larger one too. So for the year, larger one too would look something like 525. So maybe Facebook comes back down to 305, and then you see 525 off of earnings. So maybe that comes down off of earnings, and then off of earnings you see the huge gap up. So it goes down to 300 and then all the way to 400 off of earnings. It'd be a $100 move if they crush it. Alright. Michael Burry. I think I'm bullish on Facebook. It's fundamentally safe and good, so it doesn't have to, but it could just kind of chop here for a while. We'll see. MU Snow. I mean, look at that wick. I'm wondering if it fills that wick into earnings, and that's my only concern. And then off of earnings, it goes all the way to the top here. So, I think Monday's going to make or break snow. Like, either it gets over 269, 270, and we're good, or it comes back down to 247. And then earnings could just a crapshoot. But, alright, big C. So, big C hit my price target here. Did an ABC down and a bottom bullish engulfing morning star. This thing should be a major 1-2 right here. So that would put our next one at, let's see here. Getting tired. I'm going to probably head out soon after this. It's a really long weekend. We'll talk more about it this week, so. I think by next earnings we could see big C back at 90, and then from there we'll go into it. But so let's see what's Baba doing overseas right now. I'm curious. And then, oh man, it's green today. No, it's not. It just started out red. Yeah, something's going on with YouTube tonight. It's like not liking me tonight. Alright, let's look at futures one more time. So, sorry, YouTube's being crazy tonight. I checked my internet. It looks fine. Let me just check here real quick. Yeah, my internet's great, so I don't know why YouTube's being crazy. I got you know, 70 megabytes a second, 75. Upload speed is 7 megabytes a second. So this should be plenty good. Anyways, I was about to get off anyways, so I need to get some sleep so that I'm not useless tomorrow. Hope this has been helpful for everyone. Try to do some more of these this week. This is a nice inverse head and shoulders on SPY here. I got you 1, 2, 3, 4. We should retest all-time highs Monday, Tuesday. Get close to it. I mean, we're up 33% here, so probably open, retest this here, and then go up. So there we go. Let's check in here. All right, everyone. Thank you, and have a great night.